Perfect. So go ahead and lay flat on your mat for me. And you can let your legs come all the way down nice and heavy here. So I just want you to get nice and cozy on that mat. So just feel your legs fall heavy. Bring your hands down to your sides for me. And then just take a big inhale through your nose. And then I want you to feel that belly expand for me. And then you're going to take a big exhale through your mouth and let all of that air come out. So we're just going to take a couple of big breaths right here to set the intention for class today. So big inhale through your nose. Put your hand on your lower belly and maybe on that heart to feel everything expanding, and then big exhale just to empty out everything inside of that abdominal muscle, if I can speak. And then one more big breath all together. Big inhale through your nose, letting that belly expand one more time, holding it for a moment at the top. And then one more big exhale, feeling that lower back pressing into the mat for me. Go ahead and bring your feet flat on your mat. Take one more big breath. You're going to reach your arms up towards the ceiling for me here. And on that exhale, you're going to reach your hands towards your ankles. For those of you who need a little bit of extra support on your head, neck, and shoulders, you're welcome to bring your hands behind your head, but I want you to find length in your arms. Hands are going to face the mat, and you're just going to lift all the way up, come halfway down. So you're at the top of your shoulder blades. We're getting right into that first ab series. Inhale, lower, exhale to lift. So you're coming almost all the way down. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale to lower, exhale, lift and reach. So arms are long and strong right here. You're squeezing your triceps as you reach all the way up towards those ankles and then lower down. You're never letting head, neck, and shoulders hit the mat. If you do have your hands behind your head, you're not pulling on that neck. You're pressing your hands into your head. You have 4 more just like this, and then we're going to stay at the top and go into those pulses in 3. Good. 2 more big lifts right here. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Last one, holding at the top. Now you're just going to come up an inch and down an inch. Again, some of you are still reaching as you just come up 1 inch and down 1 inch. It's tiny. You're barely going to move. Think about your chin coming towards that neck like you're holding an egg or an orange, something really soft here that you don't want to be pressing your neck down. It's like you're lifting your heart up towards that ceiling and reaching with control. Little pulses, 6 more and we hold, 5 more and we hold, 4 to go. You've got it, 3 and 2. Now just hold for me. You're almost out of it. We're going to bring hands behind our head in a second. So if you can give me 10 more seconds here, take the big inhale. Can you come up 1 more inch for me? Scoop out that belly, press lower back into the mat, thinking about belly button pulling towards your spine. 5 more seconds. I know you can do it. Reach, reach, reach. 4, 3, bring hands behind your head, and 2, lower down for me. This is your break. You're going to bring your legs up to tabletop. You're just going to twist towards that right side. So as you come up and lift, left elbow comes to that right knee. You come back to center. Stay on the side. Right knee and that left elbow connect. Come back to center. I don't want your leg to move. I want this all to come from that upper half twisting, and then you come back to center. This is an advanced series, so I'll cue the modification. Feels easy right now, but you're in it for a second. As you twist, I need your left leg to come to a hover. Yes, nice, Matt. Don't let that right knee come in. That right knee is going to start sneaking in towards you. I want you to fight to get both shoulder blades off of the mat. In 2 more, you're going to hold at the top. Nice, Kathleen. On that last one, I need you to hold at the top for me. Freeze right where you are. Now take that left hand, reach it past that right knee. Give me little pulses up. Modification here, you can drop that left leg down flat or long if you need to, but I want it at the hover for the extra challenge. 6 more pulses and a hold. 5 and 4. Are you breathing? 3, you can do this. Twist. 2, hold on 1. I need 6 seconds. 6 seconds. Yep, point through that toe. Use your breath. You can do this. We come back through center. Don't let head, neck, and shoulder drop. In 3, into bend left knee. Hand comes behind your head. Twist towards that left knee now, then come back to center. It's not fast. Think twist. For 2, back to center. For 2, you can do this. Twist. For 2, back to center. For 2. So I care more about your height. Can you get both shoulder blades off of the mat as you twist and extend that right leg? Feel the contraction through your quad, point through your toe. And then that left knee is going to want to sneak in towards your chest. Don't let it. Keep your left knee right over your hip. That's your extra challenge. You have 2 more, and then I need pulses at that side. You got this. On that last one, everybody holds. Take a big breath. breath. Option to reach that right hand past your knee. Now give me those little pulses up right here. You're barely gonna move. You're trying to get both shoulder blades off of the mat. Don't let that left knee sneak in. You have 4 more in a hold. We can do this. 3 more in a hold. 2 more changes and you get a break. Last one, freeze right here for me. Hold. Find me a hold. Find the hold. In 6 seconds, you have bicycles to finish and you get a break. I need you to push past your comfort zone here. In 3, hand behind your head. And 2, you bicycle to finish. Twist and twist. Twist and twist for me. Do not cheat yourself. I know you want the break. Don't take it yet. You can do this. Can you pick up that pace? Just a hint for me, like 10 and 9. You're right there. 8, twist for 7. You've got 6 and a break. Go 5. Don't lose it. 4 and 3. Final 2 and 1. You rest knees into your chest. Really nice for series. Big inhale here. We've got a little bit more in those abs and then you're out of it. Give yourself that nice little rock from side to side right there. Good. And then I want you to bring both feet flat on your mat for me. We're staying in those obliques and lower abs. From here, hands come back behind your head. We're going to stay in that reaching motion. I want you to come all the way up to the top. You're going to reach right hand past that left knee, come back through center, left past that right. So you're just twisting through center here. I don't want you lowering down. You're thinking, how far can I reach? Can I keep both shoulder blades off of the mat? I want you to feel that burn start to happen right in the middle to lower belly here. You have 15 seconds switching from side to side for me. Just keep switching from side to side. Then we've got a tiny change. You're going to stay reaching towards the left side. So right hand is going to reach towards that left side. You stay there in 3. You stay there in 2. Stay on that side. Just give me little reaches. 8 reaches here. 7. Feel left oblique firing up. 6 and 5. How high can you come up here? 4. You have this. Final 3. Keep reaching. 2 on 1. Come back through center right over to that opposite side. Little pulses up. You should feel this in your side and your lower belly. I care more about height here than how many pulses you're getting in. 4, good. 3, perfect. 2, come back through center, hands behind your head, pulse it up right here. A little lift, little lower. You can do a little lift, little lower, right where you started, looking right towards those knees. We only have 2 changes left. You have it. 6 and 5. Keep lifting. 4 and 3. Final 2 on 1. You're going to lower down, hands reach up towards the ceiling. Your feet are going to want to lift this first round. You're coming all the way up in 3. Big inhale. And 2. On that exhale, you lift up. 2, reach overhead for 3, then down. 2, 3. Exhale up. 2, 3. Inhale down. 2, 3. Don't let those little feet lift. I need you to think, can you drive your heels into that mat? Pressing that mat away. Think about as you reach up towards that ceiling, you drop shoulders away from your ears. I need a 3 count down. That tuck of your tailbone as you come down is where the meat of this work is happening. Yes, Kathleen. Really think about the tuck, pulling tailbone into that mat. You're going to stay lifted. We finish with Russian twists, and then you're out of your abs in about 10 seconds. Give me 2 more full range crunches, and then you stay all the way up on that last one. 5 seconds. You finish nice and strong with me. Here's that last 30 seconds of abs. Meet me at the top. Drive your heels down. Lift your toes up. Everybody reach forward to start. Now I want you to tuck, 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 tuck. Where's that shaky spot? Pull belly button in. Hands come to prayer. We'll pray right here. Twist right, twist left for me. Twist right and left. You can do this. Right side and that left side. Advanced folks, you are welcome to lift those legs up. Glue those legs together and twist to finish. The deeper you can get, I prefer feet flat, but if you want to lift them, you can. 15 seconds and you're out of it. You have that last little bit. Can you twist and reach? Tap that elbow down. Go 10 and 9. 8 and 7, sitting up Indian style in 5, good. 4, final 3, last 2, 1, sit all the way up, you made it. Go ahead and take that right hand, reach it to that right side, find that nice final twist right here, good. And then you're gonna come back through center. If you need a sip of water, take the sip of water right here. Towel off if you need to, and then you'll come back through center. We've got a bridge series before we stand. If you have Balas on, I'm fine with it. We're just going prop free today, so I want you to bring your feet flat on your mat for me, about hips width distance apart to start. Take a big inhale, pull belly button in toward your spine, tuck your tailbone under here. Good. So feet are hip width distance. I want you to go ahead and tuck your tailbone, press into the mat. I do want you to keep your hands down for me because we're gonna move our feet today. So if you go ahead and reach towards the back of your heels, you should be able to feel them. We start in a full range movement in 3. In 2, you're gonna lower down to a hover, lift and squeeze. Down to a hover, lift and squeeze. So we start full range here. So I want you to be thoughtful. I'm going to have you moving your feet in this bridge series, which we don't normally do. So you have to be really thoughtful about what's happening in your lower abs. We fired them up on purpose. You're in that full range movement for 3. You're going to meet me at the top in 2. Now give me that last big lift, and now just come down an inch and squeeze up an inch. I want you to think, where are you squeezing from? Center booty work right here, that line right under your butt. You're just squeezing up an inch and down an inch. Think squeeze and release. Yes, squeeze and release right at the top. That looks great. You're going to start to move your feet in about 10 seconds. You're going to meet me at the top. We're going to walk our feet out, in. You've got about 8 seconds, so hold on to it. We'll do it together in 6, in 5, stay in your pulses for 4, fire it up for 3, here we go, 2, hold on 1 for me, keep your hands pressing down. You're gonna walk out, 2, back in, for 2, keep your glutes high, out, for 2, in, for 2. So think outside of that mat, back to that square, right where your hips are, for 2, you've got it, in, for 2, walk it out, for 2, we are gonna add a full range movement, walk it out, for 2, you lower, squeeze to lift, walk it in, for 2, you lower, squeeze to lift for me, so you walk your feet out for 2, full range movement to reset, then you walk your feet in for 2, lowering down. This is gonna fire you up faster than you realize. You're gonna enjoy it, I promise. You're gonna keep those feet at that hip width distance in 8 seconds. So finish it strong, don't rush through it. Full range movement with feet wide, full range movement with feet narrow. Good, last one wide happens right here. And then I want everyone to walk their feet back to hip width distance. Give me one more full range, meet me at the top. You can do this. Now I want you to lift your heels where they are and lower your heels, right in that bridge. Lift your heels, lower your heels. If this doesn't feel good, stay isometric for me, but I want you to think, can you give yourself that calf raise in this bridge series? A little bit different. I don't think I've done these with you guys before, so I need you to think, exhale, lift, squeeze, inhale, lower heels. You stay at the top for me. We have 3 changes left. You're going to be fine. 5 seconds here. 4, good. 3 and 2 on 1. Hold your heels down. Bring your knees together so you're knock-kneed. I need you to squeeze those inner thighs as tight as you can. Pulse up an inch and down an inch. Pulse up 1 inch and down an inch. Your knees are knocked now. If you need to readjust your feet, I'm fine if feet need to come together, but I want your inner thighs squeezing as tight as they can. So whatever you can do to keep them lifted right here, 10 and a hold, 9 and a hold, good, 8 and 7. You can do this, 6 and a hold, go 5 and a hold. Don't lose that squeeze. 3 and 2, freeze. You're gonna come into your last change. It's a full range movement. I want those inner thigh squeezing as tight as you can, like there's a $100 bill that you don't want to use. Keep it tucked, keep it lifted. You can do this full range to finish. It's okay if it only comes halfway down and then you squeeze inner thighs together. Halfway down, lift, squeeze. I need 15 solid seconds. You're out of your bridge. We're getting ready to stand, so do not lose it. Yes, Max, keep squeezing inner thighs. Think about how you're wrapping them together right here, driving through those heels. Lower abs help. I need everyone to give me 5 seconds here. Can you give me 4 more? You don't have a hold at the end. 3 more big squeezes. You can do this. Keep them together. Keep them together. Last one, and you're out of it. Everybody lower down. Knees come into your chest. You made it. Beautiful. Knees come into that chest. Give yourself a couple rocks from side to side, and I'm going to have you rock yourself up to that seated position. We have one little plank series before we stand up. So I want you to bring your hands right underneath of your shoulders. You get to stand after this, so just give me a minute and a half on that floor. Plank position here. So option for you to be on your toes, option to be on the meaty part of your knees. I need you to give me 6 hand release push-ups and then meet me in a forearm plank. So you're going to come down on a 2 count. You're going to lift your hands, squeeze your shoulder blades, exhale, press up. Honor code right here. Down on that 2 count. Lift, squeeze your shoulder blades, press yourself all the way up. It's only 6. We're just waking up those arms, and then I need the forearm plank for you. Yes, elbows look good. When you finish with that 6, most of you just have 2 left. When you finish, find the forearm plank and glue those legs together. Legs should be a hip fatigue, abs are weak. We're about to get into some thigh work when we stand. Everybody find that forearm plank. Here's your last little bit. Good, find that forearm plank and do not lose it. I need you to think, You are zipping up those inner thighs, like where you finish in that bridge from your ankles all the way up to your glutes. Now, everybody lift your glutes up just a centimeter and then give me a tuck under. You're gonna feel the difference if you lift just a hair. I don't want care if you think you're too high. Then squeeze and tuck your butt under to pull your belly button in. Shoulders look great around the room. Hold on to it. I just need 15 seconds. In 15 seconds, feet come apart. You walk to your hands. I want everyone in a downward dog. No child's pose today. You've got 5 seconds. 4, beautiful, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3, now everybody walk your feet apart for 2, yep, and then you're gonna walk up to your hands and beautifully lift those hips into your downward dog. You made it through those first 2 blocks. Go ahead and start to pedal out your knees for me here and take your time as you walk feet into your hands into your feet, and I just want you to really take your time. Head's the last thing that comes all the way up. You're gonna give me 3 big shoulder rolls to the back of the room. 2, good. On that third one, go ahead and reverse it. 3 big shoulder rolls to the front. 2, perfect. Last one right here, and we're gonna stay in a little bit of legs and arms. So grab your 2 or 3 pound weights as we add arms into some of that thigh work. So you're coming into a second position series, which I know we love so much. Your weights are gonna come down at your side, down in front of you, facing your quads to start. Slow here, figure out your form before you move quickly. You're gonna lift those arms up for 2 as you come down into your second position, and then you're gonna stand all the way up. So you're gonna press those knees out to the side, coming down, and then you're gonna lift and squeeze. Palms face the floor. You're not in a squat. So what's gonna happen here, yes, totally fine if you don't have weights, arms are gonna get warm, I promise. What I need you to think about in this motion is you are reaching, and I care more about your inner thighs. Knees are pressing back towards opposite sides of the room, inner thighs fire up, and then you're reaching towards the front. You've got it. Everyone's gonna meet me at the bottom. Palms are gonna face that floor. They're gonna reach out in front of you in 3. Give me 2 more full range. On 1, stay at the bottom, reach hands towards me. Yep. Stay at the bottom of your range. Get those hands up. Hold, 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 hold. I need you to think about where your weight is. Drive through your heels. Press those knees back a centimeter more. Now you're going to pulse arms up an inch as you pulse your butt down an inch. Tiny and controlled. Think about the squeeze happening through your triceps. So don't worry if you don't have a weight. Just think about keeping your arms moving here, keeping shoulders away from your ears. 10 seconds, 9 and 8. You can do this. 7, good. 6 and 5. Hold on to it. 4 and 3. You're right there. 2, 1. Freeze for me. Open your arms out to the side. Here we go. You are going to lift both heels, palms face the back of the room. Lower both heels, palms face the front. Lift and lower your heels. So palms face the back of your room, the front of your room. This is about a rotation. You ditch your weights when you need to. Again, I care what's happening in your legs. Press your knees back. Is your belly button pulled in, and are you breathing? Don't clench that jaw. Yeah, you guys stare right at each other when you do this. That'll make it fun. You've got 10 and 9, final 8 and 7. Tuck that tailbone under. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, lower your heels for me. Bring those hands up overhead, soften your elbows. You're gonna pulse down an inch for me, lift those heels and lower them. Pulse down those pulse your butt down, heels lift. You're almost out of it. We have 1 hold left. Pulse down an inch, and then I want a lift of your heels to really challenge you. Pulse down an inch and lift your heels. Option here is for you to keep your heels lifted, pulse to finish. Get your hands up. 20 seconds left. Get your hands up. Yep, you can do this. You're right there. Breathe through it. Ignore whatever your mind's telling you. I need 10 seconds. That's how I know you have it. Everybody's in a hold in 3, hold in 2. Freeze for me. Don't move. Use your breath and fight right here. Either heels are lifted. Take 1 more big inhale. Pull belly button in. 5 seconds and you rest. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Hands come down. Hands come over. Right arm comes over in front of that chest. Ditch your weights if you're holding them still. And then open hands up wide. No props for this next thigh series. You're almost out of your legs. We'll come back down to the mat in a second. And then reach those hands up overhead 1 more time for me. Grab right arm and just reach it over to that left side, feeling that side body stretch. Come back through center. Grab that left wrist, bringing it to that opposite side. And then you'll come back. Hands come down. We're going into a little bit of a lunge. Standing deadlift series, one of my faves. So you're going to come to the top of your mat or middle of your mat, depending on where you are in your room. Your right leg's going to move first. We go into a reverse lunge in 3 and 2. I want you to tap that back knee, drive that leg up, hold. So it's slow. Tap that back knee, drive that knee up, hold. So you're giving yourself that crunch, that knee crunch at the top. I need your knee to tap. Unless you have knee issues, what I need you to think about is that 90-degree angle. Ankle right under your knee, and that back knee hits the mat. Now, when you stand up to drive and give me some love right here, I need you to drive through left heel, drive that right knee up and catch yourself at the top. You have this. We have 15 seconds left. I do not care how fast you go. I care that when you drive that knee down, up, you hold at the top and you don't lose your balance. You've got 5 seconds. You meet me at the top in 4, in 3, here we go, in 2, everybody up and hold in 1. So I want you to now flex through your foot if your toe is pointed. Hands will come to prayer for me. Flex through that foot. You're going to extend that foot to the back of the room for 2, and then you're going to lift it back up. Find your balance, find your balance. Pick a spot on the floor. Reach that foot back. Pull it in towards your chest like that seesaw. Some of you are going to want to reach. You're welcome to reach towards the front of that room. If you're losing your balance, just drop your right toes down. Find that staggered deadlift. I'd rather you stay in the deadlift and just keep moving those legs instead of falling out of it. You have 15 seconds here. I don't care how many reps. I care that you are squeezing your cheeks as tight as you can and finding that balance. Use your abs right here. Final 5. Good. 4. I know you can't wait to put it together. In 3. Here we go. In 2. Meet me at the top on 1. You find that reverse lunge, knee lift. Find that nice kick back to the start. We reverse lunge, lift, single leg deadlift, back to center. Let that leg get tired here. I'm going to give you the option for a hint of cardio in a second. 20 seconds left in this. When that knee comes down, you drive through that left heel, get that right knee up, and then you're going to feel the extension of that left leg right down into that hamstring, my favorite muscle to work. 10 seconds here. 10 seconds, you're in your reverse lunge hold. You have 2 changes left. That's how I know you can do it. In 5, 4, good. 3, 2, meet me in your reverse lunge hold. Reverse lunge hold. Now everybody bring their hands to prayer. You got a full 20 seconds here and then full 20 seconds in the last movement. So let's get our form under control. Drop down 1 more inch. You can do this. Hover that knee. Now tuck your tailbone under, pull belly button in, and then hinge to that 45. You'll feel that weight shift into that quad. I need you to stay shaky. In 5 seconds, you're going to give me a little hop at the top or a heel lift. I'm showing you the movement. You're going to give me that little lift and that lunge. In 3, in 2, finish it right here, really strong. You come down, lift, squeeze. If you can't hop, I don't care. Just give me that nice lunge with a knee lift and give me a heel lift at the top. Less than 15 seconds. Your heart rate's coming up on purpose. Do not cheat yourself right here. Last 8 and 7. Siri didn't like it. 6 and 5. You're right there. 4. Nice, max. Go 3, 2, 1. And you rest. Hands come up over your head. Everybody meet me back in that plank position right here. No break, no break. Go right into your plank. Same change as you just did. It's 2 hand release push-ups. Don't worry if you can't move that computer. 6 hand release push-ups and then back into your planks. Hit your hand release push-ups right here. 2 counts is what I want you to think about. I'm fine with a 3 count, but don't kill yourself on a 5 count right now. In your push-ups, your breath and your heart rate's up a little bit. So can you think about the inhale to lower, release, squeeze your shoulder blades, exhale, press up. I want the squeeze of your shoulder blades as you lift those hands, and then exhale, use that power movement to get back up. When you finish that 6, you're in your forearm plank. You can do this. This is where I want you to fight. I know your heart rate's up. You get a child's pose between sides. You have 30 seconds. So if you're not in that forearm plank, I want you to find it. Now, here's what I need you to think about. No one drops to their knees. Go right past anything your mind is telling you right now and keep those inner thighs squeezing together. Now, everyone's going to give me that hint of a lift in your butt, and then you're going to tuck it under, almost like I'm having you do tucks and right here in that forearm plank. Protect lower back as we're fatigued. Shoulders look great. Everybody's holding for just 10 more seconds. You get a child's pose. Can you squeeze or contract any tighter? Don't hold your breath. Big inhale. Here's your last 5 and 4, final 3 and 2, 1, rest. Open those knees, press back into your child's pose. Really nice work. Big inhale. We're going to take our time. I want a cat-cow stretch from everyone before you find that downward dog to lift back up. No one's going to get dizzy today. So take a cat-cow, and then when you're ready, you'll tuck your toes under. And then you'll lift those hips. If you need to pedal anything out, pedal it out. You know the series that's coming your way with this lunge into our deadlifts. And then we come back on the mat. So you're right there. When you're ready, meet me standing, take that sip of water. Head's the last thing to come all the way up to the top. We go in about 5 seconds. So you're gonna meet me back on that mat. No second position. You're gonna find that left leg in that lunge in 3. Good. Yeah, that water. It's just so quick. We know I don't ever cue that. 1. You'll meet me in your reverse lunges when you're ready. Drop left knee down, lift, squeeze. So the difference today is we're going right into that knee lift. I don't usually cue it right off the bat, but because it's quick in those changes, let's reset and be thoughtful here. I don't care how fast you go. I want left knee coming down, drive through that right heel and drive that left knee up towards your chest. Use your lower abs right here. What I want you to be thinking about in this is your heart rate's going to come up, but make sure you're squeezing in the right places so that this isn't just metabolic. It's some strength happening in that core too. You have 15 seconds left and then we stay at the top. You're going to fly through it. The side's going to feel so fast. In 10 seconds, I need you to drive that knee up and then we're going to turn that point into a flex of our foot. In 5, in 4, you're right there. 3 and 2, meet me at the top, drive that left knee up. Now, I want you to flex through your foot. Can you get that knee up to meet that hip height? I know this doesn't feel like anything, but you're finding your balance, you're connecting through that core, contracting, and now is when you're going to shift that left leg to the back of the room and bring it back up to center. See, anyone can understand how sore I am. It's funny that I'm like, I can pretend to do this with you right now. All the way back in that extension, heel stays flexed. Now think about your toes pointing down towards the mat. Let me see everyone's form. Yes, Kathleen, that looks great. Now bring that knee up, find that balance, keep it. Yep, you're there. Perfect. And then right to the back of that room. Yes, there it is. Watch yourself, because when you get to the top, you're going to want to let your chest dip forward. Really be deliberate. I only need 10 seconds. We put it together. Be thoughtful of those movements. Here's where this last change, you're going to have to really focus because your body's tired. Here we go. Put it together in 3, in 2. I want 1 reverse lunge. Drive that knee up and then shoot that heel to the back of the room. You do not have to go fast. And whether I'm talking to you in cursive or not, you slow it down. Find your squeezes here because you're working hamstrings, glutes, abs. Everything is talking to you right here. Option to keep pressing palms together or to reach those arms long on the deadlift if you need to. I need 15 more seconds and then you're in that reverse lunge hold. The final 2 changes, I'm sure, are your favorite. You have 10 and 9. Give me that knee lift. Drive that knee up there. Keep your form under control here. 5, 4, 3, find your reverse lunge hold. In 2, reverse lunge hold, reverse lunge hold. Here's the fun part. Get in that reverse lunge. Now press your palms together to try to take away all the shake that's about to happen in those legs. I need you to give yourself that extra inch. Now tuck your tailbone under, check your ankle. Is it underneath of that hip? From here, you have about 10 seconds left. Do not stand. You don't need to. You have this. Let it shake. Let it burn, and that muscle start to change. You're in your reverse lunge with that knee drive. I want to hop at the top in 3, in 2. Finish strong. 20 seconds here. You're driving that knee up with a little hop. Come back down. Little lift and lower. Little lift and lower. If you do not want the cardio, you do not have to hop, but I just need 8 seconds. That's all I need. Final round of push-ups and plank happens. We stay on the mat, so you are going to want to move your computer before you head down to max. You've got 5 and 4, final 3 and 2 on 1. You stand, you made it. Reach your hands up overhead. Dive those hands all the way down. You're going to walk into your plank for me. Set yourself up. Final round, it's 30 seconds. You're just going to single them out. So we lower down, lift our hands, press back up. Lower down, lift our hands, press back up. Hand release push-ups, 30 seconds is all I need from you right here. You have this. 20 seconds to go. You find yourself in a high plank. This last plank series is a little bit mean, but then you know you're out of it. Everyone is breathing here for me. In about 10 seconds, you're at the top of your plank. You're going to open your feet and you're going to go into shoulder taps for me. In 5 and 4, shoulder taps. In 3, in 2, open your feet up, hit your taps. Yes, you can. Hit your taps. If you need to come to your knees, you come to your knees. But here's where we slow it down. I do not want your hips to move. Exhale, inhale, exhale, contract, inhale, lower. 10 seconds right here. You're going to give me 4 plank up downs. 4 on your right side, 4 on your left side. In 3, in 2. Yes, you can. Lower right, lower left. Lift right, lift left. You can do this. Drop to your knees if you need. Stay in this little bit. I want your shoulders on fire here. I know you can do this. 4 on the right, 4 on the left. You meet me in a forearm plank when you finish, 4 on each side. Everyone stays honest right here. It's your muscles that are changing. You're gonna finish this in about 10 seconds and you're gonna go into your forearm plank for me. Find a little bit of work in that forearm plank hold. You get a child's pose in less than about 30 seconds here. Everyone find that forearm plank. You can do this. Watch your neck. Here's where you're tired. Look right to the edge of that mat for me. Trust your body. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Everyone gives me a hint of a lift in their butts. You tuck yourself under and you hold. You have 15 seconds. You can do this. Next, everybody's next. Look to the edge of your mat. No one's neck gets to be heavy right here. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, child's poses. You made it. Child's pose, you made it. Everyone take a big inhale. I want you to feel your belly, your chest hitting the top of those thighs, and then take your right arm for me and then just reach it underneath of that left, finding that stretch for me. We've got about 6 minutes left, so we're going to finish this nice and strong. When you're ready, come back through center. That left arm will reach underneath, right arm reaches strong and out in front of you. And I just want you to hold there for a second. Big inhale. Nice. And on that exhale, you come back through center. Meet me in that all four and just hit that cat-cow just to give that lower back a little bit of a rest. So you'll lower down, letting belly fall to the mat, and then you'll lift up that belly towards that sky. Give me just a couple cat-cows right here. And then when you are ready, you're going to walk down to your forearms for me as we put thighs and glutes together and a little bit left in those arms. So come down onto that forearm, all four, and just check that your knees are right underneath of your hips. Now extend your right leg long for me. Right leg lifts nice and high up towards that ceiling. And now I want you to point through your toe. So I want you to think the line under your butt is that last little bit I'm trying to get into your center booty right here. You're just going to lift up an inch and down an inch. Up an inch and down 1 inch. You're coming right to the end. So I want you to fight through this last little bit right here. Lift and lower. The only reason your leg is lifting for me is because you are pointing through that toe and squeezing your glute. 8 and 7. Good. 6 and 5. Hold on to it. 4. Good. 3 and 2. Now hold right here. Bring your left hand to your right elbow. Walk up onto your right side. So I just want everything working. So in this position, now your left leg is involved, but I need you to press as hard as you can through your right so that you don't dip into that right side. From here, you're going to bring that knee in to meet that forearm and that elbow, and then you're going to extend it back. Keep that knee parallel to the ground. Bring it into the top of that arm. Extend and squeeze. Now you have that glute working and your oblique right here. Bring that knee in, extend and squeeze. Yes, you can. Knee comes in. Don't let it drop. Extend and squeeze. I know you can tap the top of that arm. 8 and 7. Good. 6 and 5. Don't dip too far into that left side. 3. Good. 2. Hold that knee in little taps right here. Little taps. Little taps. I know oblique and that glute is on fire. 8 and 7. Good. 6 and 5. You can do it. 4 and 3. Hold here in 2. 1. Freeze. Up 1 inch and down 1 inch. This is the hardest part. Think your left glute's on fire, your right glute is on fire. All you're doing is lifting here to finish. I need 10 lifts. You squeeze with everything that you have. Press into that right hand. You have 6 lifts. 5 lifts. Nice. I see that tricep working, Kathleen. 4, 3. Good. 2. On 1, you're going to bring that knee down. Left forearm comes straight. Right forearm comes straight. You're going to bring that left leg back. No break. Lift it up to the top. Little pulses here. Up 1 inch. Down 1 inch. Squeeze your glute as tight as you can while you're fatigued. Your butt is that finisher. Lower abs is that finisher. You can do this. We've got 3 minutes of work left, so hold on to it for me and breathe. The only reason your butt is moving is you are squeezing with everything that you have. You're breathing. Don't clench your jaw. Final 8 and 7. Good. 6 and 5. Right here, it's 4, 3. Perfect. 2. Hold on. 1. Walk right hand to left elbow. Walk that arm up, open up here. You bring your knee into the top of that arm, full extension. Keep that knee lifted so that your oblique is working and that top corner pocket line under your butt. 10 and 9, you're right there. 8 and 7, we leave it in. And 6, press into that left hand here for 5 and 4, 3 and 2. Last one, little taps in 1 inch. It's in. Keep it squeezing here. You can do it. 10 seconds and we lift in 9, in 8. You're right there. 7 and 6. Hold on to it. 5 and 4. Nice job. Go 3. Hold in 2. Now freeze. 4 minutes per. Get 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Get it up there. 10 pulses up. 10 pulses up. You can do this. Here's where you want to make it fast. Make it deliberate and change that muscle. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, bring that knee down, come right to your back. Here's your last minute 30 in your abs. Bring your knees into your chest. I know your butt's talking to you. Tiny little rock from side to side, right where we started. This time, knees right over top of those hips. Reach those hands up towards the ceiling. Reach towards those ankles. If you need hands behind your head, I'm fine with it, but you're pulsing up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch and down an inch. Yes, you can. 2 changes is really all I need from you. Up an inch and down an inch. Everybody press those knees an inch away from you. Press those away. Yes, you'll feel it right in your lower abs. Everybody hold. Hands come behind your head. Finish with your bicycles. Bicycles to finish, friends. You can do this right where you started classes, where you finish. Can you think about pointing through those toes, finding that hover? Yes, with that form. It looks really, really strong. Give me 20 seconds and you're out of it. Every time you twist, can you come up 1 inch higher? Can you press your head into your hands? Think about how hard you just worked. Do not give up right here. Final 10 and 9. You've got 8 and 7. Hold on to it. 6 and 5. Final 4. You rest. 3 and 2. You made it. Knees into your chest. Beautiful work. When it cuts off, you're going to keep stretching, but take that big inhale here for me. Happy baby if you need to. Take your time. 1 happy baby at a time might help if you want to find a little bit more range of motion in that stretch. Really nice work today. I'll see everyone at Thursday at 6:45. Enjoy the rest of your day and nice work today.